Happy Sunday. It is the weekend and I have just made myself a matcha. I forgot how bitter matcha can actually be, so I had to add a little bit more honey for that added sweetness. I am starting a little self-care Sunday vlog, so I thought I would share some of the things that I do just to reset, and I'm sure you can relate because sometimes the days and weeks just get a little bit crazy. Granted, I may film this over a couple of weekends because I don't do all of these things in one Sunday, but I'll put it together in this vlog as part of a Sunday weekend reset self-care routine vlog. It is now late Sunday afternoon and I am going to head to my local shopping center and get a manicure. I am in a desperate need of a manicure. I almost don't want to show you. I have tried to do my own nails for months. I go through phases where I'll do it for a few months and then I just can't wait to get a manicure. But for me, one of the things I do love most about getting a manicure is that I just have to sit there and switch off. There's not much I can do other than listen to some music. So I really do like it for that. Before we head out, I just wanted to show you these beautiful pink gerbers. I've been really enjoying adding fresh flowers to the house. I just feel like it lifts my mood and it just brightens up the place. So another form of self-care is definitely getting some pretty flowers. I picked up these vases recently from IKEA. I've shown these in a previous vlog, but I just think they're so pretty and I've been really loving like the rustic farmhouse look, and I just think these sort of milk jugs look perfect for that. So yeah, getting flowers is also a form of a little self-care on the weekend. It is another gloomy autumn day here in Sydney, but let's head out. Has been a couple of days since I picked up the camera, and so today I'm heading out for a much needed spa treatment. It's not something I usually do when I'm in Sydney. Spa treatments are usually things I reserve for the holidays, but I have a much needed birthday gift voucher that I need to use up. The spa that I'm going to is also at Cronulla Beach, and so I'm hoping to soak up a little bit of sunshine while I'm out. I definitely need to pick up some skincare products because I've run out of a couple of things as part of my everyday routine, which I will share with you later in the vlog as well. Going to head for a walk down at the foreshore, grab a coffee or a matcha. This is my idea of the perfect self-care day. has been a couple of days since I picked up the camera. This was meant to be over a couple of Sundays, but it's turned out to be a few Sundays, but let's just go with it. I have come back from the shops and I've picked a couple of things just to make my space feel a little bit cozy, because I feel like that's another form of self-care. So I popped into Kmart. You can pretty much get anything in Kmart, and we're currently transitioning into fall and winter here, so I can definitely feel the seasons changing and it's getting much cooler. First up, I got this woolen blanket. I love my sort of white wool knits, but I do like to alternate to have quite a few around the house, and this is just such a fluffy pullover and great for just sitting on the couch and watching TV. Oh, there is just nothing better than a nice fluffy woolen blanket, and I think this was like 10-15 bucks. So living with a puppy in the household and having white, I definitely don't want to invest too much, but this feels so nice and so soft, and something I can just chuck in the washing machine. Next, I picked up some fuzzy home slippers. There's just that great feeling when you get home and get into your pajamas and then put on your house slippers. There is honestly no greater feeling, especially at the end of a very long, busy work day. These are just some little slippers. They kind of remind me of like Birkenstocks or Uggs, but they were so cheap. They were like 20 bucks from Kmart. They do have a base, so I guess I could wear them out, but I'll probably just wear them at home just because they're so white and will be so easy to get dirty. And they also have the fluffy base on them, which to me equals just cozy household vibes. And lastly, I picked up some more candles. You can get so many affordable candles in Kmart. We just had Easter here in Australia, so there's still lots of like cinnamon and warm scents. This is the hot cross bun cinnamon and cream. Oh, it smells so nutty and sweet, so that's a perfect one for unwinding. And then lastly, I also picked up the mojito scented candle. Probably not as cozy, but I do love the fresh smell of fruit, and I love putting these in my kitchen. So those are just a couple of things I picked up to make the house feel a little bit more cozy and as a little treat to add to sort of my self-care routine. Let's do a little nighttime skincare routine. I'm currently in my bathroom, and having a skincare routine is just so important to me and the biggest form of self-care. And so I wanted to share with you some of the products that I'm currently using and that I have been loving for the last few months, because I take my skincare routine very seriously. I think I've only gone to bed with makeup on maybe once in the last 10 years. And I still remember it to this day. I felt awful the next day. So jumping in because I was just editing the video and I realized the audio in my bathroom is so terrible, and so instead I'm going to chat through my nighttime skincare routine and how I use each of the products and what I am currently loving. My skincare routine has been pretty consistent over the last few months, and there are some products that I have absolutely fallen in love with. First, starting off, I will cleanse my face every night. I hardly ever go to sleep with makeup on, and my number one secret is this Philosophy Purity Made Simple cleanser. I've been using this since my 20s, and almost 2 decades on, I am still loving this product. It is just the most gentle but effective cleanser. It removes even waterproof makeup. I don't even need to use makeup remover after I've used this. It kind of has like a creamy baby powder smell to it, but it's not obnoxious. It's very gentle. I've repurchased so many bottles, I've lost count. So every time I've tried new cleansers, I just always come back to this. So this is my holy grail nighttime routine just because it removes everything. Next, I will go in with the toner, and my current favorite is this one by The Ordinary. It's like a milky toner, and it comes in this adorable little bottle that actually looks like a milk bottle. Even the texture of it is like milk. I repurchased this. This is my second bottle. I just love how this makes my skin feel clean but not too stripped. I can definitely feel a little gentle exfoliation, but doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped of like natural oils. So this has become one of my favorite products in my skincare routine. Some of the next steps I don't do every single night, but I might do this every other night or maybe just once a week. So if my skin's feeling a little bit dry, I like to use these Biodance collagen. Is it Biodance? Biodance Collagen Gel Toner Pads, and it just comes with, I think, 60 or 100 little pads, and they're just in there like that. It comes with these little tweezers as well, and I'll just get a couple and then pop them on my cheeks. Oh my gosh, they're so slippery. It's just dripping with essence and skin goodness. I'll just usually apply a couple of these on my cheek area and then spread out all the gel throughout my face. And I find that these have been really helpful in terms of just adding that extra moisture. Next, if I'm feeling very extra, I'll go in with some eye patches. These are just ones by Patchology, and they're just like this cool little film of gel. They feel like very rubbery, but they feel nice on the skin, and I'll just pop a couple of these on and then leave it there. And whenever I do these at home, it just feels like that extra little pamper session. So I've been doing this sort of once a week. The next step is eye care, and probably the step I'm a little OTT about, but I am currently rotating between 4 different eye creams. I am just willing to invest in anything that helps to prevent fine lines and wrinkles, but also my eyes are like the first place to show any stress or tiredness or get really dry. For my current nighttime routine, I rotate between 2 eye creams. I use the Firming Eye Gel Cream by Quarterly, and I love this one because it's got the applicator and it just feels so nice when I apply this on my eye area. So I really enjoy that one. But my holy grail eye cream is this one by Rock Retinol Correction Line Smoothing Eye Cream, and it works so well around the delicate eye area. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll apply a bit of this onto the applicator and then just use this product, and it's got a decent amount of retinol in it, which definitely helps with preventing those fine lines. I also wanted to mention just some of the eye creams that I use in the morning as well. I'm currently loving these 2 eye creams. This one is by Korres. It's called the Wide Awake Eye Gel. It's got Greek yogurt in it, so there's like caffeine in here that's really meant to help wake up the eye. I really love this, and it has that ball applicator, and that just feels so nice first thing in the morning. It just wakes my eye area up. I can literally just stand there just rolling this on my eyes. And during my recent spa trip, I picked up this Indota Spa eye cream, and again, it's also got that ball applicator. This is made out of argan oil, which is really nice for adding sort of moisture and brightness back to the eyes. Sometimes I also roll this on my cheek areas just for this added moisture. So I absolutely love these 2 products. If you're looking for a morning eye cream, highly recommend looking for something with the roller ball. It's like a little mini massage in the mornings. Once I've done my eye creams, I will then move on to serums. I'm currently using 2 at the moment. I'm still loving the Quarterly Vino Perfect. This is like my tried and true serum. I find that this really helps with preventing sort of dark spots and pigmentation. I just love this. I have not found a serum that is better than this one. And to treat areas with fine line and wrinkles, I use the Rock Retinol Deep Wrinkle Serum. This is like my secret to trying to prevent frown lines. I just apply a little bit of this on my forehead area. This is one of those products that I have been telling all my friends about, and I say to them, you need to get this and you can thank me later when you can't move your forehead. It is so good. I have noticed such a difference around this area because I definitely try and avoid doing this, but sometimes I can't help it. After a few months of using this, I have noticed that my forehead area has definitely improved. This is like an at-home version of Botox. When I first tried this, it was a bit tingly. I could definitely feel it working on my skin, but now because I've used it for so long, I think my skin is kind of like used to it, so I don't really feel it. So if you're looking for an anti-wrinkle product that's quite affordable, I think this was at Chemist Warehouse for about $45, which I think is pretty good. And then the next step, I'll go in with moisturizer. I won't talk too much about this, but I'm still loving my Quarterly Vino Perfect cream. This is actually meant for daytime, but because I have really oily skin, I don't want to put like a heavy weight moisturizer on. So I find that this one works perfectly, and I'm a bit matchy with my skincare, serum, moisturizer. There's just something about using the same skincare range, I feel like I'm getting the best out of the products. I've almost finished this, so I'll need to purchase another jar. And then lastly, because we are heading into winter time, I do find myself needing a slightly heavier moisturizer just around my cheek area. And so I'm still loving the Glossier Balm Cream. This is such a great all-round heavy duty moisturizer. It's like non-offensive because there's like no scent and it just feels really nice on the skin. I also have a little jar of this and carry it around as a hand cream just because it is such a nice texture and very, very moisturizing. So absolutely love that. I think I would definitely repurchase that if I ran out. And then lastly, before I go to bed, I make sure to lather on some lip balm, and this one is my current favorite, which I have spoken about many times on my channel, and it is the Lano Lips Ointment in Banana Cream Pie. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cinnamon and sugar, and it definitely smells like banana. If you love banana desserts, you will absolutely love this. It is so affordable and such a good lip balm. I have so many of these just lying around the house in my handbag. Love this product. That is my nighttime skincare routine and some of the things that I have been really, really loving over the last few months. Now that I've finished my skincare routine, I wanted to have a little chat about some of the things I do to help unwind and relax, especially after a crazy busy week, and the things that I do to help sort of calm my mind. I am definitely an overthinker, so sometimes I find it really hard to switch off. I think about some of the most random things really late at night, which just keeps my mind racing, like do cows have best friends? And so there are a couple of things that have really helped me to switch off. First off is sleepy tea. I usually just have anything that just says relaxing and unwinding. I'm not too bothered about flavor. I just pick up anything that says sleepy tea. I think it is a little placebo effect. I'm not sure if it actually works, but I think I've trained my mind to think that when I have tea, it makes me sleepy. Similar to like how I have coffee and it wakes me up. Sleepy tea just works the same way for me, really late at night. Another thing that I try and do is avoid social media and screen time before bed. I feel like that's just a common practice, but it really does wonders to like detach from social media. But if I do feel the need to have like some sort of screen time, then I do allow myself to scroll through Pinterest. There is just something about Pinterest that feels so calm and relaxing, and I don't really count it as social media. The content that comes up for me on Pinterest is really like inspiring with like quotes and images, especially around like travel and home decor. It just makes me feel more inspired than it does make me feel drained. And then last but not least, the number one thing that has helped me sleep before bed is actually reading. I absolutely love my little Kindle. I spend at least 20 to 30 minutes reading before bed, and that has helped me immensely. It's just something to do with like reading the words, which forces me to switch off from the world, but it also makes my eyes really tired, so naturally I just want to sleep. I can get so devoured in books. It's just a huge escapism for me. So please let me know if you have any book recommendations. I'm on Goodreads, so I'm just going to pull up some of the books that I've read this year. I just finished the book Sometimes I Lie, and this one was a really good sort of twister, thriller, murder mystery type book. It was the first book I've ever read where I didn't know what happened in the end. I had to Google it. I was searching all night to understand the ending. So if you've read that book, please let me know what the ending means. I am definitely in my reading era, and it has become part of my day-to-day self-care ritual. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out as part of this self-care vlog. Please let me know if there's anything you do as part of your Sunday rituals, and thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.